Hey there, guys. So today we have another review. This is Hopped on the High Seas from Cigar City, and this is their Calypso version. If you go back, you might have seen me do Citra, which I really was blown away by. Citra is one of my favorite hops, actually my favorite hop, and that beer was actually fantastic. So Calypso is a hop that I've never actually been introduced to. I've read up a few notes about it, so I'm curious about if I'm able to pick those out. Maybe we'll see. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what they do with this beer, by the way. I don't know if it's they changed the base beer, they changed the malt bill, they changed the other hops in there, if there are other hops in here at all. I have no clue. I tried to do some research. If you know anything about this beer, actually, please let me know about how they do the base beer with the new hop and the dry hopping. Anyway, this beer comes in a nice kind of hazy, very dark amber orange. I think I remember the Citra being actually really light, kind of golden color. So I guess there must be something different about each one of these beers. So yeah, let's get the rum on this. A nice kind of light kind of hoppiness, not very super fruit forward, but I do get this kind of pear and apple that was described in the if you looked at Calypso hops up online. Yeah, it's almost like apple jello, if that's such a thing, like green apple jello. Yes, hints of that. There's a nice candy sweetness behind it as well. Yeah, really nice. So yeah, let's get the flavor on this. Mm, yep. In the front, you're hit with that again. It's just light kind of candy sweetness, but it's of you know, like a candied green apple, a slight kind of like a green pear juice kind of flavor. hmm In the front, you're hit with that. Almost like a nice kind of citrus peel, like a light kind of citrus flavor. But then in general, this beer just bursts out with tons of bitterness from the third of the palate all the way to the finish. It's just all bitterness. You get a nice kind of like fresh cut green grass, and then you hit with pine, and then you hit with resin, and then you hit resinous pine. On the finishes, it almost reaches towards an earthy kind of bitterness, but it's really just resinous pine all the way throughout. Extremely bitter stuff. It just sticks on your palate all the way through. I mean, in the end, if you really like bitterness, I think this might be up for you. Not exactly there for me, but I still like it because it has a pretty light kind of malt body. The hops in the front are pretty interesting, and the bitterness is not too offensive. It's actually not bad. I think for me, this just is slightly incomplete beer. The hops maybe, the Calypso hop maybe needs other hops to sort of play around with it, maybe something more fruit forward. Right now, it's just quite of a bitter bomb. So yeah, based on that, I'm probably gonna give this beer an 86. Yeah, I mean, I'm still relatively impressed. The Citra absolutely blew me away. So I'm excited to try more beers from this dry hopped on the or high hopped on the high seas series. This is Calypso. So until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.